So
tell me, she's sitting right there.
Yeah.
God, her skirt is
Got
horrible.
a minute, Greg?
What's up?
Do you know anything about Rada Joanne?
I'm just stupid.
I'm so sorry.
Right not.
Like this.
Actually, I'll show you the Pikachu hoodie I wanted to get.
Do you have
I think I've
messages?
seen it.
The reversible one?
Yes.
Yeah.
None right now.
I'll show you now.
It's like just Foxy's just her Pikachu show.
It is the women's word. It is a women's top.
Yeah, but I got it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but like I actually
she
think
said reversible as well, so
Yeah.
it's like, I'm very
Roger,
interested.
Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Oh, I don't want
Tell
that.
them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
No, if I do a hoodie actually.
Have you ever heard of Dumbada?
Ooh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Does Ogun Badakri mean
Yeah,
anything
that's
to
what
you?
No.
I
Sorry.
like that. That's really nice.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's the women's version?
Yeah. That's the women's one.
Men's wouldn't be, isn't
I
it?
like
I
the
don't-
Pokeball on the
I don't know if I've seen. I haven't actually seen like a man's version of
The
it yet.
letters are
But like
addressed to
on that site, even the
Gabriel
men's stuff they have.
Wolfgang Ritter.
Like it's a little bit expensive, but like as I said, they
quality.
quality is there, but they also do kind of have sales on. Sorry, they also do have like sales and shit on as well.
Are you playing footsie with Kira now?
I'm trying to fucking. I'm not used to having someone else on the couch.
God be with you.
That's where I got like that's the site where I got the Supernatural one from.
Mm.
Both Supernatural ones,
Mm.
but like some of the Pokemon shit that they have are
Tracings of a
glass.
snake tattoo
Look
from
at the
Crash's
supernatural
chest.
pajamas.
I was nearly going to get the bed sheets as well, but they only did them for single beds.
Oh.
I know.
Somewhere the Gunter Ritter's diary is leather bound.
There's loads of
Archie's
them.
pages are
I know, yeah.
old and fragile.
That's actually where I got one of the pairs of boots from Supernatural.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked.
The bitch and jerk
He
boots are the ones
reads
I
of
got.
Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as a
So,
witch hunter.
Those boots.
Hired by
have
the
those
townsmen
pajamas,
to
I have
solve a
that.
series of ritualistic murders.
And they actually really
He
nice
reads
pattern.
about Gunter's
Yeah.
meeting with a
Um,
beautiful
those
slave
socks.
woman Tetelo, and of Gunter's
that top.
tormenting urges
Have that
for
wallet.
her.
Oh, best.
Does it sound familiar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's currently going through that as well.
With Malia.
We met up and I seen the whip. Okay, I'm glad. But
I have those pajamas
The
as well.
victims were all crew
that
members
one.
on a certain slaving expedition to
That's one that Paul got me
Africa.
for Christmas.
The second to the
Had those
last
pajamas as
entry
well.
described
I was going to get that one, but they never have it in the right size. And I have those pants. And then obviously they kind of do change. They do jigger them every couple of weeks or a month or so.
A man now living in the West.
I got like some of the Batman stuff as
Gunter
well.
has spread a false rumor that the
find
man
it.
is returning to Charleston. He himself would impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the Coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the Coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey, son
And
of a
those
bitch.
ones are like, it's the t-shirt hoodies.
Gabriel turns
So
to the
class.
fight.
So this is what the Ritter family kind of do in a sense. They are essentially like witch hunters. They're kind of like they kind of deal with this sort of stuff on the regular.
Halsey, son.
In the second game of this, it's called The Beast Within. It's all done in FMV, and it takes place in Germany,
They don't have it anymore, but
where
that's the
basically
one that I'm
Gabriel
talking
takes on werewolves. And I think the third game is about Holy Blood. I think it is. I think it's like it's either that or vampires. I can't recall.
about. It's written on the back.
But yeah, like this is the kind of the journey that Gabriel's kind of going on. Like obviously, like history's repeating itself between.
Yeah, so
And
essentially,
it's the men's ones, like these are kind of guaranteed. Like,
everything that's being described, he's
The
actually
women's
doing
ones
it.
can be
at the
very-
moment.
Yes,
The
And
women's, they're very done.
Now,
the
what-
family is naturally like,
they
are
have a
naturally-
natural talent for this.
They
This
give
this is their this is essentially their
which
bloodline.
explains why he's so interested in it.
Exactly. It's like like in a sense there's something drawing him to this.
Mm.
But you'll also notice as well that since he has been kind of like, as it were, sleeping with Malia, no nightmares.
Mm.
Because we get a nightmare every single day where like where until that actually happens, and now suddenly they're together, you know, and it's suddenly magic's away. Like
I actually really like this.
Gabriel turns right to his horoscope.
Incidentally, we've been told that St. John's Eve has been the June 22nd. I think either June 22nd or 23rd. I can't recall. It's all game basically. So we're now getting to the point
Oh
where
fuck hell yeah!
essentially the voodoo day is arrived.
No kidding.
What'd you
I
find?
have a feeling if he can see us,
That's more fun than tartan at this point.
Okay, with you.
But yeah. Pockets in the skirt.
See you later.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And it's
Very important.
It is, to be fair.
I'm 36 years old.
Oh, it's a string up.
Down from 59. But see, this now I definitely will have to wait until fucking.
Mhm.
See,
they
that
to
looks
get
more
that,
F&B
which I'd be
than...
guaranteed they might.
That is the only
have it,
F&B
but
there.
I don't
That's
know.
a
Hello.
lark in here.
This is where I got the
Is
Christmas
it-
card.
Oh, this is exciting.
Huh? Okay.
Hello.
With the Minnie Mouse one.
The snake.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The tangled one. But they're really cute.
So enough, this is our first death of the game.
Gabriel is currently bonding with the museum's python.
Is he actually going to die?
Yep, there you go.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
So that, like, again, for Sierra, that is very rare. That is the first death in, like, what is essentially like 4 or 5 hours into the game.
Mm.
I played games from the same company where you can turn left instead of right and you die.
Dr. John.
They are quite famous for
Was
it.
that what we did?
Hello.
It wasn't actually, no. But that's a good example of it, though.
That
Where, like-
is a Halloween costume.
Where, in a way, like, their hallmark is these
But
kind of
you could
stupid
also,
comedy
wear
deaths.
that out anyway.
But this is actually a lot more of a serious game, so you don't bother with that shit.
There's no.
But yeah, there's loads of shit on this one. Oh, I'm Groot. Oh, that's so cute. I know. This is the worst thing about it. This is actually the worst thing about this website, though.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
That thing just tried
How
to
convenient, eh?
You do? I am sorry. The museum is
Totally sound like
closed
a wolf.
today, you see.
He really doesn't. Oh, I am so
He
sorry.
does not care.
If
No.
you
Yeah,
will
you should just look at like the
excuse me,
normal
Mr.
stuff
Knight,
though as well.
I must go look for
Yeah,
him.
I've
He
gone through that
is
as well.
incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice.
This is actually where I
I'm
got some of the final shirts for,
By the way,
but they are
you might
very,
want
very
Looks
to
like
go
cool.
they're
down next time you're close.
Oh, see, this is the thing is, so it's like you kind of really need to see them,
Goodbye, Mr.
like
Knight.
to get them. Because,
So, yeah.
like, some
Wasn't
of
it
the-
conveniently just a way of trying to kill Gabriel there?
They're all like it's well, it's exclusive websites. They're all completely different brands.
Yeah.
But
So,
you'll also
like,
notice that
one
that is like the
brand that I
last
got, like, if I
snake
get
in the game.
supernatural stuff, I can get that. In
And now we
potentially
potentially we have evidence of
They're
it.
kind of a pale
Like the
green
dress, I was
color.
freaking out with, so I just got an
Yeah.
XL in the dress.
Yeah.
And realistically, I could have just probably gotten it out.
Pale
But-
green colour.
We're quite literally covered in the snake scales. Because it was, of course, trying to kill us.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a
Thank you,
sparkler
Tara.
or something.
Tara.
Got it.
I love it when you
You
pick stuff
mad
off
yoke,
my
yeah.
face, Grace.
Strip at one fucking
Well,
bachelor party and you're
excuse
labeled
me.
for life.
Sorry, what? What?
There's something in the air.
Explain.
I don't really think that needs any explaining to me.
No, I think you do actually.
Yeah.
Strip at one bachelor party and you're labelled for life. I really don't think that needs to be explained.
There's
Okay,
a
when
sparkler
and-
in the ash.
It
They
was
want
Sean,
details, in other words.
it was
Yes.
Shauna's bachelorette party and the house that we had booked in wasn't ready for us. But I did not drive down in the dress I was wearing to the party. I drove down in normal clothes. So I had my tights on underneath. The dress I had zipped completely up at the front, not at the back. It was a zip all the way up the front. So in the field outside the hotel, I took off my jeans, took off my top, put the dress on like a hoodie, and then zipped it up, and that was it. And Tara, who is the groom's sister, who was Shauna's future sister-in-law, happened to notice this was happening. And then we all went into our table and stuff like that, and she didn't notice me sitting at the table. She goes, "Lads, I'm after seeing this fucking rebel of a woman outside. She was in the grass, and she just said, 'Fuck everything, I don't care,' and she just stripped off and then got dressed, and she's like, 'Honest to God, that's my spirit animal.' I just went, 'Hi,' and she went, 'Oh my God, it's you, you mad joke, you're my spirit animal.' I was like, 'Okay, that's great.' And then yeah, so after that, then at the wedding, she was kind of like, 'I noticed you have a tie dress, so a tie at the front, at the side. She goes, "Are you gonna just slip it off, are you?" And I went, "It's funny you mention that." And I opened it and I flashed her to it because I had like my pajamas on underneath the dress. I had my pajamas on because I was waiting for her. I literally stayed all day uncomfortable uncomfortable just so she would ask me the question so I could made the walk home really fucking easy. It was like that fucking New Year's in Ulster in a PWU where like I had to walk from the B&Q warehouse to the bus station in my Harry Potter pajamas
Yeah.
and 6-inch heels.
For the style, the height of fashion.
I did not wear
Oh,
heels
shit.
for 6 months after that because my feet still hurt.
Not again.
So Hartridge is now
It
dead
was
as
like
well.
an hour walk and we had to walk through
Yeah.
loyalist
By snake.
area with
Yes.
orange.
We don't know.
It's horrific.
About Hartridge's death
Another OD?
mask reminds
Apparently so.
Gabriel of the
Died the same way as Crash did.
checked out. Not a pretty ending.
So yeah, the guy that was doing all the research for us got bumped off as well.
Yeah, we didn't like
He
him
was
though.
researching.
Yes.
We didn't like
He
him though.
found something
Dr.
good.
Hartridge's desk is on the desk is a sheet of paper with some scribbled notes. It looks recent.
Why are we not robbing him?
We are.
We are.
Yes.
shit.
Looks look interesting.
After all, like, he did call us at the start of the day to say, like, come quickly, I found everything. So, like, legit, like, the time that he called us to the time we got there.
How long have we had the TikTok crock?
Since day 4. We bought it yesterday.
Okay.
This will
Hartridge's notes.
this will become apparent, I think, tomorrow on St. John's Eve.
On St. Crispin's Day. Oh, sorry. Wrong one.
Wrong voodoo.
Whatever Hartridge may have learned, he cannot share with Gabriel now. At least.
No
not
fucking
yet.
way.
Yeah,
love.
mild
Jesus
shock.
Christ. Well,
In fairness, that is
Fucked
meant to
out
be
the
a clue.
obvious.
That's meant to be a clue of you to say, check the desk.
are we just going to get a Ouija board at the end of this? Because Supernatural did that too.
No Ouija boards, thankfully, no.
Don't you know you're not supposed to start it?
Gabriel
have to finish it.
campus security about
Like if you mess with a Ouija
Hartridge's
board, you have to finish
You have
it.
to close the portal,
Burn it
yeah.
afterwards and just hope for the best.
Or just not use it in general.
The other thing that annoys me so much about a Ouija is just the brand name.
Yeah.
it's literally just, it's actually just called a talkie board.
Yeah, we jazz is like yes, yes. We and jam. I think that's where the brand came from, isn't it?
No, they just decided to call it that.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's like the same people who made Monopoly
Yeah.
make Ouija boards.
Yeah.
How do you sleep at night? On a bed of fucking money. That's how I sleep at night.
Got a second, officer?
I'm going now
On
talking
a
to
bed
spirit
of money with beautiful naked women. Damn, how did I get in on that?
I'm going to speak to the spirit of JP Morgan.
Office.
How do you sleep at night? Well,
On
quite.
top of it, buy money with many beautiful women.
Wow! Homer, it's meant to say Sherman's name, not ours. Oh, right. Simpson. Don't!
So another thing, you may be noticing that all of them in the background, the drummers. So Crash told us yesterday that the Voodoo like gang are using the rattle drums as a form of code. So they're sending secret messages to each other through rattle drums. And the neat thing about it is, yes, and outside the bar and outside other places in the area, yeah, in the park,
Not
yeah.
where
The area where he's been.
Exactly, yeah. Now the cool thing about this is, now I think tomorrow or the next day we get a book on how to listen, on how to like make rattle drum messages. And the cool thing is that if you like, if you essentially had memorized or wrote down the stuff, you can listen to the rattle drums from the start of the game and see what they've been saying, and it does actually work out. And like the first 2 or 3 days are completely innocuous, but over time it's going like watch out for Gabriel Knight and shit like that, or watch out for this guy, watch out for Getty and type of shit like this, or kill Crash and stuff like that. And it's like really fucking cool because it's something like it makes sense. Like if you get the
message.
it's a literal message exactly, but it's a case of like if you are able to like listen to the rattle drums yourself, you can actually work it out, and that's pretty cool.
Well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy.
But I think for the purpose of the game, there's like two or three different puzzles you need to do to make that happen, to play rattle drums. So
And they tend to overdo it the next day.
Your professionalism is
so yes, as you can guess, Mosley is presuming that Crash overdosed.
Professor too.
Oh, Brad, you're not going to start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the Voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me.
So yeah, that old chest, and we're like, oh, the last 2 people I met have died. I'm not the prime suspect, trust me.
The guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing.
That's one
now.
way of putting it.
It's not about me. Look, Hawkridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered. And by the same people who did the voodoo murders. Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out? No. Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, right? If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so. But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Again, I'm not the prime suspect. Please, I promise.
If I were you, I wouldn't repeat
It's a
that
total
case.
coincidence that 2 people I know have
If I
died.
were an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up.
That was a noise.
As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut. Not involve other people with this shit. I think it's so dangerous.
Remember I was saying to you that I got.
How can I convince you to
dinosaur?
reopen the case?
She said
I already
she-
told you. You need to
Can you guess what her
prove
favorite
there's a
toy has been?
legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the call.
And she talks to me this.
So,
So essentially, do your work first.
do the detective work, exactly.
More
And
dinosaurs.
the casting is, we have done. Or at least we've done some of it. Now it's using the correct evidence to
It's
prove
a
it.
newspaper clipping from the year 1810.
So, that's the first one. Prove that there is a cult in New Orleans.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? That they are a threat?
Sure. If there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Unfortunately, it's more of a cult. It's a proper street gang. It's a crime gang. Or as we learned from the lecture, a hound for.
You know those marks you found around the
The
murder
music does not
victims?
match what, like,
This is
No.
reconstruction.
And it unfortunately isn't dynamic music. This is like,
What
it's
makes
specific
you
to
think
this
it's an
police
accurate
station. So,
reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed
Great.
the partial pattern.
we solved the cult. We found the cult. We're in danger.
An architectural
We're probably going to die.
from the partials. Really?
We're off to
So
see
this
the
is
wizard.
Wizard.
The wonderful
Wizard
wizard
of
of
Oz.
Oz.
Pretty good work.
It was one
But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 3. And now to prove that there are threats, or to give them a lead on the cult.
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
Really? It's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here?
Yeah, it's not as if New Orleans has African and Caribbean and French heritage.
Okay, you convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Right, that ticks that box. And now, last but not least, get a lead on the cult. After all, we've now matched the 2 scales together.
I have these 2
Did
snakes.
someone just knock from your
One's
bedroom?
from the
Yeah, it's the pole for the
Project,
skylight. They have the window open
The
inside.
other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charter.
It's like
If
beside
you're
the
being
window.
held captive,
They all
knock
look
again.
Not at all. They're both constrictor scales.
Oh, I was hoping it would.
I'm raging it didn't. I'm fucking raging it didn't knock again.
We'll actually close that window.
Hi.
I've got to have it open.
That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Some
That's all we're here.
The Voodoo Museum's pamphlet was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder.
Well, I call that
Lock
a
her
lead
in
on.
there.
Certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not
I'm
bad
like your
work,
dog,
man.
alright? Don't treat me like I
We
am.
can tie that into this voodoo
Don't
cult.
treat me like you know.
We just might have
Good prompt there.
Don't treat me like a man.
So what do you want us to treat you as? I don't understand the song. Your song makes no
say
sense.
imitation is
Don't treat you like a woman. Don't treat you like a man. Don't treat you like you know you. Just treat me for what I am. What are you then?
inspired.
You feel
I don't know
you.
what I am
I
anymore.
have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up the office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
walks very slowly.
90s graphics.
Mm.
And then he walks past there.
Now, lay low and let me handle this. Yeah, fine.
What's the betting he's gonna be killed
A
next?
uniformed officer of the New Orleans Police Department. It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Two worst feelings in the world are not having a job and having a job. So true. So true.
Booty call unsuccessful. Booty call denied.
Yes, yes.
And we
Booty,
didn't-
booty, booty, booty.
and yes, there you go. Little nightmare because you didn't get any.
Booty, 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 booty.
We didn't get to get a booty. Let's see if there's anything different in this one.
Booty, 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 booty.
Oh, that's new.
A burning ring of fire.
2 rings of fire, yeah. Which is going to be important later
Shouldn't
on.
have had those tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute. Hold on the sword.
Yeah. I'll come back to us in the end.
Highway
snakes
to
again.
the
Encounter 2.
danger zone.
I imagine there's gonna be a third one.
No, we've encountered all the snakes now. We have all the snakes we need. Would you like some ice, Amy?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yep.
How long is that in this?
I'll tell you now actually, because I was going to take a pause.
I think we should pause at day 6.
Yeah, no, day 6, actually, yeah, there's a natural break at the end of day 6.
Okay.
So. Because shit's going to get real, if it hasn't already. Oh yeah, dead chicken.
Supernatural did it too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your
Actually, so
version
did
of
it.
Yeah.
Actually, it did it. When was this out?
97.
Okay, so it actually did it 7 years previously, which also had Tim Curry.
Yeah.
I see it, Greg.
Again, there's a few little hat tips for his own work. I like that.
Shaw. I know there's no one in there. It's okay.
Okay. Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
Don't even start. We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
Again, he is
Gabriel.
fully committed
I
to
said
the
I'll take care
judo
of it.
here, so.
Why don't you go get some coffee?
You know where you live now.
He's gonna jerk the chicken, isn't he?
Fine. Go on.
That was quick.
Later.
Even so, man, that blood would not have picked up that quickly. I'm a woman, I know how to get blood out of something.
No.
And I know for a fact that no bloke would be able to do that by himself.
At least that creepy guy is gone.
Like a meticulous plan.
Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Listen,